What's good, YouTube? It's your boy DeMoose Art, more than just a pen. Gang gang! In today's video, we are working on a purple tulip. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Tulip flower. That's what we're working on today. And yeah, man, this 30-minute challenge is going pretty well. Today is day 2 of doing it first thing in the morning. I kind of like it simply because it's just 30 minutes is such a short time that once you're in it, it goes to an hour, then 2, you're still working on this piece. I feel like me saying 30 minutes to myself is like, just make sure you draw every day. It's a bit like who did it? Quiche? He's another YouTuber. If you guys don't know about him, go check him out. He's awesome. Quiche, he did like the 6-minute daily challenge for like a year or something like that. Just make sure he sketches every day or draws something every day for 6 minutes. And what happened with him is basically what's happening with me. Like when you give yourself such a limited time, when you're in the piece and you're really enjoying the piece, there's no way you're stopping at 6 minutes. And in my case, there's no way I'm stopping at 30 minutes. I'm not stopping the drawing until it's complete. Do you know what I mean? So if it ends up taking me 2-3 hours, that's on me. Do you know? But I feel like it's almost like it's a nice way to get disciplined with the whole sketching because of the time period. You know, if I went and said, oh, I gotta make sure I sketch 3 hours every day, that's a bit intimidating. That's a bit like 3 hours. When am I gonna find 3 hours? Do you know? But whereas 30 minutes, I'm like, everybody has 30 minutes. At least everybody. Like, but even the president has 30 minutes. You know, so 30 minutes just to do something that you're very passionate about and you love can easily turn into 2-3 hours. With that happening, you're not gonna complain. You're gonna be like, oh man, it's taking 2-3 hours of my day. It's like, no, I'm kind of glad I did this. But yeah, let's get right into this piece. Just do me a favor, smash the thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, please subscribe. Yeah, let's try and keep this channel alive, even though I know it is dying. But again, I'm a guy that has to stay true to himself. I'm true to myself. I can't fall into that trap of just following trend, just trying to get views, and no, I can't. For me, no. I'm gonna end up hating myself and just hating doing this. I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably gonna end up just closing down the whole channel. Be like, I don't want to do this no more. This is not it. You know what I mean? No. Of course, I do want to reach a lot of people with my art, and obviously the whole message of my ballpoint pen drawing and all that stuff. I want to reach as many people as I can, and of course, I'm a creative person. I want to show my creativity to audiences. You know what I mean? Of course, if I inspire 1 or 2 people a day, that's amazing. That's like beyond amazing. But at the same time, I want to inspire thousands. I don't want to just inspire 1 or 2 people. I want to inspire thousands. So yes, it can be very depressing when you're getting like under 100 likes and you have over 100,000 subscribers. That's why I see a lot of YouTubers are gone. There's a lot of YouTubers that I used to watch. They all disappeared. Everyone's left because YouTube's trying to make us turn into something that we're not. Do you know what I mean? It's trying to make us do things crowd pleasing, basically. Crowd pleasing, but not personal pleasing. And at the end of the day, a lot of these creators, well, the main ones that I'm thinking of, most people come on this platform to showcase what they have and what they're passionate about. You know what I mean? And I feel like YouTube's trying to get people away from that and like do what people want, not what you want. You know what I mean? You're a robot. Just follow this, follow the rules. These are the rules. You know, come into our system, do what we're telling you to do, and you will get your views. But if you come here and say, no, I'm gonna do my thing, they're like, no, that's not how it works on this platform. And I feel like I'm stubborn, so for me to go and follow trend is gonna be very hard. But let's get into this one. Hopefully you guys enjoy it, and yeah, let's do this. If you would like to see this tutorial alongside other amazing tutorials, please head over to my Patreon. For a subscription of $5 a month, you have access to all this amazing content for you to enjoy. Look at that, 5 in the morning. Your boy's doing this at 5 in the morning. Why? Because I love you guys. That's why. Ready, set, wait, let me sip on my tea real quick. Go. So to start off with, I did a little light sketch, freehand one, and as you can see, I'm using a watercolor. I'm used to using watercolor here. So I'm using watercolor pencils, and I'm going to be doing it throughout the whole drawing. My approach was the same as I always do, you know, Lego technique, build it up nice and slowly, nice base, and just apply the color very lightly, and then work my way up, just building layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. Never doing one thing just once, always working on top of it multiple times. That's very key when it comes to doing realistic drawings. There shouldn't be any area that you just touch the once. You should always touch it multiple times. I had fun with this. Of course, this is my first time using a watercolor pencil throughout the drawing. Normally I would mix it with a ballpoint pen, simply because I'm a ballpoint pen artist. It only makes sense that I use my favorite tool. But today I woke up, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this piece with just the watercolor pencils. You know, let me see what I can do. I've never done this before. Let me see how far I can take this. And it turned out better than I expected. That's what I can say. I was not expecting it to turn out like this. It was fun, a lot of fun, and it felt nice doing something a little bit out my comfort zone. You know what I mean? I wasn't very comfortable with it because I'm not familiar with it. So it was a bit like, okay, so what do we do? And then my approach was simply like drawing principles. Same things apply. You build up the drawing nice and slowly with layers, and keeping the strokes clean, you know what I mean, blending the colors, overlapping, layer. And obviously, you know me, I work lightly and I apply more layers. For me, that's the best way to avoid like making drastic mistakes, especially with a tool that I'm not familiar with. But as you can see, look at the left side. The left side is coming together nicely, and we basically took that and transferred it over throughout the whole drawing. The one thing that I did not enjoy is the whole waiting. You know, you have to wait for the water to dry, which it does. This paper absorbs it very fast. Shout out to Arteza for supplying that good man watercolor sketchbook. It does absorb the water very fast, which is awesome. And this is a square sketchbook, which I like the fact that it's square. I applied that masking tape to the side to give me that nice clean white border. But for me, some of the things that I learned during this drawing is don't press too hard on the color pencils, because once you apply water, the tone changes. You know, and it's as simple as that is. A lot of people don't register it. Of course, I've used watercolor before, but doing a whole drawing in watercolor pencil, I had to kind of remember that, like, Musa, remember, once you apply the water, the color's gonna come a little bit darker. And also depending on how much water you apply, and you don't want the water to run as well. That's another problem. And I still have the habit of trying to let the paper do its job of like the white highlights and stuff, because I do get asked that a lot, like, how do you create your highlights, how do you do it? And I'm always like to people, that's the paper. Like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm letting the paper do its job. If the paper's white, why do I need to cover up the whole section to apply another white pencil on top? For me, that don't make sense. It's like, I could have saved myself so much time. But yeah, here I'm going in on the details, extra details, and really tightening up. Like I said, we've done like, what, 2 layers already, and now this is like the 3rd, 4th layer. That's normally about right. 3, 4 layers is normally about the right amount you should do when it comes to a drawing. Never do 1 layer. That's just no. Any artist can tell you that 1 layer is not it. That's not the way to go about it, especially if you're trying to get that realistic effect. But yeah, I just kept on going back, adding in the finer details. I really enjoyed this. Drawing this tulips. I don't know if I never pronounced this flower in my life before, but I'm trying. But yeah, I had a lot of fun. That's all I can say. This whole sketching thing is becoming a very fun thing, and I'm trying to do a lot of different stuff. You know, I know you guys are used to the whole ballpoint pen, so it must be weird seeing me use watercolor. I know there's gonna be someone in the comment section saying, watercolor? What are you doing using watercolor? You're betraying the ballpoint pen family. But yeah, like I said, the sketching challenge, 30-minute challenge, is one to get me out of my comfort zone, and one to get me constantly producing art on a day-to-day basis. Whether it's 30 minutes or that 30 minutes turns to 3 hours, the main key is produce. And yeah, like I said, this whole thing is actually on Patreon, the real-time video. If you wanna join with me, it's almost like an ASMR, I think it's called, where you can guys hear the noise of the pencil and the water and me sharpening the pencils and stuff like that. If that's kind of things you like, go check out the Patreon. Again, there's no like limited amount of time you have to subscribe for. You can cancel at any time. I would love to have you guys join me over there, and we can kind of learn this medium together. But yeah, I was very happy with the final result. As you can see with the background, I came back and added some more. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this commentary, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.